What's going on, everybody? Crazy Dog back with not one but two videos for you guys, as it's officially time for me to do my 2022 NFL record predictions. Now, you may notice I said two videos. Now, usually I would live stream my record predictions, but due to my current situation, I am currently unable to stream. So I figure the next best thing is to do my predictions in a video. And instead of doing one very long video, I decided to break it up into two. I'm going to do my AFC record predictions in one video and my NFC record predictions in another. Now, of course, this video is my AFC record predictions, and I bet you can guess which division I'm going to start off with first. Yes, that's right. I'm starting off with my division, the AFC North. So with that being said, let's get right into it. Now, you may be wondering, where do I have the Browns finishing? Gonna have to wait and see, because you may notice I'm not going to have the Browns record in this video, because my Browns schedule prediction video will be posted on Friday. So you're gonna have to wait and see how I have the Browns doing. Although you're probably gonna be able to use common sense to determine my record prediction for the Browns based off of the other teams in the division. But let's get started with who I have finishing in the basement in the AFC North, and it may surprise you. It's not the Browns. Shocker. And I can already tell you, the other division rivals are going to be like, "See, man, you're biased." Oh, really? Well, wait until you see where I have the Browns finishing in the division. Then let's see if you think I'm biased after that. All right? So starting us off in fourth place, I have the Pittsburgh Steelers. And right about now, my comment section is going to be flooded with Steeler fans getting pissed off at me because I have them finishing in last place, despite the fact they have Mitch freaking Trubisky at quarterback. I mean, let's face it, Steeler fans, you guys are about to go through something called a rebuild. We'll see how long it takes. Some rebuilds take longer than others. Just ask us Browns fans. We went through like a 20-year long rebuild. We finally got good. And now we're looking really good now because we have Deshaun Watson. Although we're not going to see him until week 13 because for some reason he decided to go and visit I can't even tell you how many masseuses. Like, damn. He's treating masseuses like freaking Lay's potato chips. You can't have just one. Well, actually, you can. Yeah, honestly, you probably should only have one. That shows that you're loyal to that person, you know? I mean, it's kind of like a barber. You don't see me going to freaking 40 some different barbers, right? No, I only go to one. But yeah, I got the Steelers finishing in last. I think their defense will essentially carry them this season. And I think Mitch can win them a game or two on his own. But most of their wins are going to come because of their defense making big plays late in games and stuff. I mean, they got a very nice front seven, especially TJ Watt. A lot of Steelers fans say that he's better than Myles Garrett, even though technically they kind of do a little different role. Myles Garrett is just a straight up pass rusher, whereas TJ Watt is kind of a linebacker. He can do multiple different things. You will always see TJ Watt occasionally drop in the coverage and kind of do what linebackers do. Whereas Myles Garrett, he's just got one job, and that is attack the quarterback. Get sacks and force turnovers and wreak havoc in the backfield. Now, coming in third, this may shock you, I have the Browns coming in third. Yeah. Do you still think I'm a homer? I have my team finishing in third. Now, like I said, you're going to have to wait and see what my record prediction will be. But again, you can probably base my record prediction off of the other teams in the division. So already, I have us winning more than 9 games. But yeah, I think the Browns will be just hanging on with Jacoby Brissett, and then when Deshaun comes back, I think the team low-key takes off a little bit, and then we get ready to take over next year with a full season of Deshaun Watson, and yeah, Of course, we're going to have a lot of money, it looks like, next year, too. Because we really kind of went light on the spending this year, which I guess is a good thing. It gives you flexibility to, extend players and sign guys if you need them, if you need to. But, yeah, I have the Browns finishing in third. Now, finishing in second in the AFC North, I have the Bengals at 11-6. So there you go. People are going to say, okay, well, he has the Browns winning between 9 and 11 games. So either 9-8, 10-7, or 11-6. Congratulations. You have eyes and you can do math. Good job. And then winning the AFC North, I have the Ravens at 13-4. Now, a lot of you may disagree with that. Mainly Bengals fans are probably going to disagree. But, the Ravens are a very good team. And I've said this on multiple occasions last year. But late in the season, they pretty much had members of Ravens Twitter in their secondary. Like, it was bad. The injury bug bit them in training camp, pretty much. Like, they didn't have a running game from the get-go. Gus Edwards and J.K. Dobbins got hurt before the season even began. I think they got hurt in consecutive plays, too, in camp. So that's a double whammy right there. And then, of course, Lamar Jackson gets hurt late in the year. The receiving core was kind of And, yeah, they didn't really get much. But this year, you got a pissed-off Ravens team looking for vengeance. And you got a quarterback who's trying to get the bag. So that's a recipe for a lot of W's and just some dominant performances from Lamar Jackson. But yeah, I got the Ravens winning the AFC North this year. Go ahead and cry in the comments, because I know people will be crying in the comments like they always do. Moving on to the AFC East. Finishing in last place, no surprise, I have the Jets at 6-11. Finishing in third, I have the Patriots at 9-8. And second, I have the Miami Dolphins at 11-6. I already know that's going to get people talking. You have the Dolphins over the Patriots? What? Are you crazy? Well, yeah, I'm crazy dog. I'm a freaking lunatic. But yeah, I could see this happening. Especially if Tyreek Hill is just killing it and Tua actually looks good. They have a nice defense too. And Jalen Waddle's there. And Gesicki. And they have a good run game. I think they'll be all right this year. But of course, I don't have anyone really challenging the Buffalo Bills for the AFC East for the most part. I have the Bills dominating 14-3, winning the East outright by a long shot. Dolphins try to make it close, late in the season, but Bills take over that division. I think it'll be the Bills division for a little while, at least until either the Dolphins, Patriots, or Jets can challenge them. Which who knows how long that's going to be, because Josh Allen is a very, very good quarterback. He really took off, these past couple of years, and he's only going to get better. Not to mention with Stephon Diggs, too. Isn't that crazy? Josh Allen was until he got Diggs, and now look at him. It's freaking crazy how that goes, But yeah, I got the Bills winning the AFC East. Pretty much the easiest, prediction ever. But now let's move on to the AFC South. Finishing in last place, no surprise, I have the Houston Texans at 4-13. In third place, I have the Jaguars at 7-10. In second, I have the Colts at 11-6. And then I have, by process of elimination, the Tennessee Titans once again winning the South at 12-5. Let me know what you guys think about these in the comments. And this is essentially what I think is the weakest division in the AFC, maybe even the NFL altogether. Because it's game, week 1, and we pretty much already know who's probably going to win the division, or at least who's going to contend. Now we go from one of the weakest, if not the weakest division, to arguably the strongest division, the AFC West. This is the division where we could literally have possibly every team make the playoffs. That's freaking crazy. Now, finishing in last place, I have the Chargers at 10-7. I know people are going to get mad at me for that. Chargers are a very good team, but so are the other 3 teams. In third place, I have the Raiders at 10-7. Second, I have the Chiefs at 12-5. And of course, I have the Broncos winning the division at 13-4. Broncos country. Let's ride. Let's ride. Let's ride. But yeah, Russ in his first season in a Broncos uniform pretty much follows a similar storyline to that of what Peyton Manning did. You know, Broncos were kind of mediocre without a star quarterback. You know, they go out, acquire a star quarterback, and they take off again. I wouldn't be surprised if they win another Super Bowl with a Russell Wilson, which would be kind of funny because remember, the Seahawks and the Broncos faced off in the Super Bowl, and the Seahawks proceeded to absolutely pound on the Broncos. That was tough to watch. I barely watched that freaking Super Bowl. That was so ugly, man. Peyton Manning looked completely washed. He was throwing ducks, and the Legion of Boom was just eating them up. I think that wasn't that the game with Marcus Smith? Not Marcus Smith. What was that? Malcolm Smith. Malcolm Smith had the pick six or whatever. Marcus Smith actually did play, but he didn't play long in the NFL. I believe he was a pass rusher for the Eagles, believe it or not. Yeah, I think. Could be wrong. He didn't last long in the league, though. He was a bum. Scrub. But yeah, let me know what you think of the AFC West. You know, who do you think's going to win it? I think it'll be the Broncos. It'll be interesting to see how close I am record-wise once everything is all said and done. But yeah, I will come back to these records and I'll compare my predictions to what actually happened, and we'll see how close I came. For now, talking about the AFC playoffs, here's how I have the field shaping out. So I have the Bills as the 1 seed, Broncos at 2, Ravens at 3, Titans at 4, and then the 3 wild cards, I have the Chiefs, Bengals, and Dolphins. I have the Raiders actually finishing right under the Dolphins. Like, you could easily switch out Dolphins and Raiders. Oh, crazy dog. You have the Raiders missing the playoffs? What the heck, man? It's just based off the fact that the other teams are just better. Better record. You know, it might take Carr and Adams a couple weeks to really get going, but by that time it might be too late when it comes to the standings. You know, because with the way the AFC is looking, you got to get off to a fast start if you want to assure yourself a playoff spot. It's gonna be madness in the AFC, and I'm all the way here for it. I mean, people are out here sleeping on us. Do I think we're gonna make the playoffs? Imagine if we did. Just imagine if we did somehow. Let's say Jacoby Brissett's out here killing it, and then look, here comes Deshaun Watson, and Deshaun Watson essentially carries us to the playoffs on his back. Like if Jacoby gets us, to like 6 or 7 wins by the time Deshaun gets back, we're in good shape. We might slip into the playoffs depending on what else happens. But this is my playoff field. Let me know what you think. Roast me, yell at me, scream at me, or whatever in the comments. I don't really care. I like debating. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments down below, and I'll be back later on for my NFC predictions. So with that being said, I'm Crazy Dog, and see you guys later. I'm out.